Transient global amnesia can actually be super, super scary. Why? Because it happens suddenly, like out of the blue. Someone develops amnesia. That means memory loss, often anterograde, which means they have trouble making new memories and forming new memories. So they may sort of ask things like, where am I? How did I get here? Things like that. But also, they might have some mild retrograde amnesia as well. They may not remember recent events or be able to retrieve sort of recent memories. Super scary. It tends to happen in people ages 50 to 70, 50 to 80, etc. And yeah, a person, again, is going to be like, what's going on? Now, they still know who they are. They can speak normally. They can perform everyday tasks like getting dressed. There's no like slurred speech or, anything like that. So they are what we call walkie-talkie. That's what we say. Oops, sorry, my blanket's here. Oh, that's what we say in the medical terms. But this is the thing. They're not going to remember how they got where they are or what's going on. The good thing is, this tends to be self-limiting, which means it tends to go away before 24 hours. It's less than 24 hours, but usually within, let's say, 4 to 6 hours. And this is rare, only 5 to 10 people per 100,000. One of the hallmarks that we see with a transient global amnesia is repetitive questioning. Again, as I've said before, people will ask over and over again, where am I? They're not going to remember. How did I get here? What's going on? They're not going to hold on to the answers to those questions when they're told the answers. And they may be appearing confused and disoriented about time, but again, they're fully awake, they're alert. Otherwise, normal sort of in a neurological capacity. If this happens to you or someone you really got to get to the ER right away because we have to make sure it's not something more serious. Now, I should say that transient global amnesia is not a stroke. It is not a seizure. It's not dementia. It's transient global amnesia. But we have to make sure that there's no more serious things going on. That's what it is. We have to make sure you're not having a stroke. You need to have imaging, all those things. Now, what's really interesting is that, as I mentioned, episodes are less than 24 hours, often resolve within 4 to 6 hours or so. Once the episode ends, memory returns to normal, but the person will have like a blank spot, like a black hole during the period of the amnesia. I mean, they're not going to be able to, they won't remember what happened during that period that they couldn't remember, okay, during that period of amnesia. You're probably saying, well, why does this happen? I mean, the truth of the matter is we don't know. It may be related to stress, whether it's physical stress, emotional stress, or otherwise, but we don't fully understand. And we think it has something to do with the hippocampus. That's the part of the brain that's responsible for memories. There's a lot we don't know. Luckily, for those who have this, it resolves spontaneously. It resolves there's not a particular treatment. It's just supportive care. We just make sure somebody's comfortable, that they're well taken care of, etc. There's no particular medication to fix this. It goes away on its own. And the good thing is in some of the medical literature, it seems like transient global amnesia is benign, which means it doesn't necessarily indicate a higher risk down the line for stroke or things like that. Most people, if they have this, which again is rare, they will typically only have one episode, although it's possible to have more than one episode. So the big take home here is that if something doesn't seem right, if you're having symptoms like this, you got to go to the ER right away to make sure that something more serious is not happening. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen Caudle, practicing family physician, on-air health expert, and video creator. I do daily videos on lots of different things. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Gosh, I'm just striking out today. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all the good things. And please sign up for my free health newsletter at drjencaudle.com.